Hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Jak and Daxter. I am your host, Too Elusive, and this time around we are taking on I believe it's called the lava tube in this case. I'm pretty sure it's called the lava tube. Anyway, Kira's down there waiting for us. We pretty much got a whole boatload of power tube. Oh, it is called the lava tube. Nice. We've got a whole boatload of power cells to be able to get through this entire thing. Now, truth be told, I could go ahead and do this level like way before I even came over here. You could do this level as early as soon as you get 72 power cells, go right to the end of the stage, and then beat the game. I'm also showing this all off right now to basically show you that I pretty much went back and got every power cell that I missed, along with every single precursor orbs, including the ones that I was missing in previous levels. And before I begin, I also want to take a moment to show off pretty much all of the stuff I did off screen. So go on ahead and roll that flashback film.
I think we got visitors.
You think, Willard? Howdy, strangers. Passing through? Us too. Well, we gotta be moving on. Nothing to see here.
I thought you said this was a priceless gem worth...
Willard!
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
We got 4 of them. You want them?
What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with them for 90 orbs each.
Where have I heard that before? Hey, how do you two geniuses expect to get that big gem out of here anyway?
Well, smarty pants, we got 12 more years of digging to figure that out.
Gordy, wouldn't it take less time if you dug too?
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours. Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours. Already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
Oh, yeah, I got it this time. Here's
a power cell!
Yeah, what he said.
That's it. You cleaned us out. No more power cells!
pretty much did everything. We're now in the final stretch of the game, and let's go ahead and see what Kira has to say.
All right. With these additional power cells, I should be able to supply the heat shield with enough power to stand up to this lava. But the shield still has a limit. It will now withstand temperatures up to 800 degrees, but no more. So keep an eye on your gauge. I don't want to think about what those temperatures would do to your zoomer if the shield gives out.
Yeah, the heat.
What? The Zoomer? Hey, what about us? Don't you think we could look for a safer route to Gull Citadel?
Look, I've released more cooling balloons into the tube, so you can use them to keep the temperature down. And don't forget to activate the teleport gate in the Yellow Sage's lab. We're counting on you.
Alright, so with that being said, we have a longer heat gauge than normal, so that definitely works out in our favor. It's also worth noting that all the collectibles you see here, I've gotten them off screen in a different save file. So if I miss any precursor orbs or scout flies, don't flip or anything, I've pretty much got them all, and wow, I'm missing these balloons horribly. But anyway, the name of the game still applies. Use the balloons here to get your, you basically keep your zoomer at a safe temperature as you go through this entire thing, and you should be fine. I will show off where the scout flies are located, but like I said, I've got them all in a different file, so we're good. Also, this is I don't want to say the only track where there's yellow eco. There is another track before this one where you had yellow eco before. Oh snap, I didn't realize I was heating up. My goodness. See, I thought that because we were in an area where there's no lava, I could just go on by, but it looks like I might be exploding. Oh, nope, never mind. I saved myself a little bit, so we should be good. So I feel like as long as I drive around and get these balloons, then I should be fine. Anyway, it's also worth noting that once you've reached this point in the track, you do get a checkpoint. So if you die, you don't start at the very beginning of this track here. Which pretty much means that this is like I think this is the only track in the game where there are checkpoints, and considering how long it is, there's a reason for that. I believe there's at least 2 more checkpoints that we can use later on. It's also worth noting in this section, you don't have to worry about your zoomer heating up because of the fact that we're like surfing on a metal plane. But once we hit this area all over again, then yeah, we definitely want to be careful here. Oh, snap. Now, I just drove past another scout fly in case you guys missed it, and there's one like right after that. And another point that I can bring up as well, as I fell horribly to my death here, is that your rate of fire with the yellow eco when you're on the zoomer is pretty high. So feel free to go nuts and mash the square button as often as you want. Like, there's almost no cooldown period when you're shooting the yellow eco here. It's also great for getting rid of these mines that are blocking your way. You don't have to... Oh, and also the yellow eco is a great way to secure scout flies as well, so you don't have to directly hit them. Now, with that being said, just make sure you keep a steady head, you know, keep your zoomer in check, and you should get through this place just fine. And look at that, we're already at the end. Because thank you, checkpoints! Alright, we're good. We're good. It's a false alarm. So anyway, after a little bit of dialogue here and there, I will go ahead and reload the file that has the completed version of that track, and we can continue from there.
Hey! Where's old Short, Green, and Wrinkly?
This is terrible. Father is missing. I think Gall and Maya may have kidnapped him as well.
Relax, sweetheart. I got everything under control.
Under control? Lurker armies continue to grow across the land. The sages have been kidnapped. Gall and Maya have gathered enough eco to complete their terrible plan. And to stop them, you're going to have to fight your way through their citadel.
Yeah. That about sums it up.
You've got to rescue my father before it's too late. And Jack, be careful.
Yeah, we will be.
Alright. Before I go in, however, there's one more thing I want to point out about this track here. Right before, I should say before you enter that one section where you have to blow up the little core thingies to get to the next area, you don't have to worry about collecting any precursor orbs at that point. If you manage to get every precursor orb before you enter that gate, you pretty much got all the precursor orbs in the level. So I just wanted to point that out there. Anyway, give me a moment to... Oh wait, no. Actually, before I even do that, there's one more thing I want to do. I want to get through another cutscene, and then I'm going to reload that save.
It's about time you two decided to show up.
Nice to see you, too. Do they have you mopping the floors now?
There's no time for jokes, Daxter. Paul and Maya kidnapped us to sap our energies to power their abominable machine. It appears they have combined the functional remains of a precursor robot with scavenged artifacts from across the land. Then they added a few diabolical additions of their own, creating the one thing capable of opening the Dark Eco silos. If you can free the four of us, we can use our combined powers to break the force shield surrounding the robot before they use it to destroy the world.
Alright, so this pretty much means we are now in the final stage of this game. But before we go on ahead and tackle this, again, I need to reload that save. So I'll see you guys in a few.